You ever watch a room full of polished professionals choke on their own arrogance, right? As the truth walks in wearing the suit they thought you'd never own? Yeah, that happened. Let me take you through the day. I learned just how thin the line is between "you don't belong here" and "please, let us explain." All it took was a little silence and a lot of patience. So picture this: marble floors gleaming like the world's most expensive mirror, modern art that costs more than my first car, and a lobby that smells like someone took a lemon grove hostage. I'm standing at the front desk, feeling the eyes of a young woman flick over me, like she's scanning barcodes, not resumes. AirPods in, barely looks up. "Catering's round the back," she says, not a hint of irony, like she's said it 100 times. I tell her, straight up, I'm here for the 8:30 strategy director interview. Her lips twitch. Could be annoyance, could be surprise, but either way, it's not curiosity. You know how people sometimes ask for ID before they even ask for your name? That's how she played it. "No, can I help you?" "No, do you have an appointment?" Just a flat ID, like I might be casing the place. Before I can answer, in sweeps Lucinda Griggs' tall, tailored white suit, the kind of walk that says she's never had to wait for anything in her life. She sizes me up, laughs to herself loud enough for the guard by the elevator to join in, and asks the receptionist where the catering boxes are, barely bothering to look me in the eye. When I repeat why I'm here, she raises an eyebrow, says, "You're early. I suppose the rest of the kitchen staff will be along soon." The receptionist snickers. One guard whistles. I stand there, hands clasped, waiting, letting their words ricochet off the armor I've built. Then comes Colin White, sleeves rolled up, the casual confidence of someone who's never had to prove he's in the right room. Lucinda lights up, calls him by name, offers coffee. Suddenly, there's warmth in the air, and it's not for me. She gestures me toward a waiting area, tells housekeeping to let someone know I'm by the glass. I stay standing. I ask to be checked in for the 8:30 interview, clear as I can. Her face barely shifts, but when my name shows up on the schedule, there's a split-second flash of "wait, really?" before she recovers. She comes over, eyeing my suit, my shoes, my tie. "You dress well," she says, but the way she says it, it's like she's accusing me of fraud. Not 10 minutes later, a director walks over, asks Lucinda if I'm supposed to be up here, wonders if security needs a heads up. She shrugs. Let's see if he makes it past the first round before we waste anyone's time. Another candidate, Aravisa woman this time. High heels, power skirt. Lucinda welcomes her, leaves me there like forgotten luggage. Two junior associates stroll past, not bothering to whisper. Looks like he wandered in from a loading dock. Maybe here to shadow housekeeping. I stand motionless, but inside, something's calcifying. Years of practice, you know what I mean? Everyone else is getting ushered in. No questions, no waiting. The receptionist walks by, avoids my eyes. A young intern tries to offer me water. I decline, smile like I've got all the time in the world. Lucinda and another exec giggle, drop comments about drive and persistence, not to my face, but close enough. No one asks for my resume. No one offers me a room. I'm a misplaced file, a smudge in the lobby's perfect plan. Seth, the intern, comes back with water for everyone but me. Doesn't even hesitate. You'd think I was invisible. Around 9:12, Clark Forney, a manager with a swagger just big enough to scare interns, but not big enough for real power, cracks. "We opening a soup kitchen in the lobby?" Lucinda laughs, says charity starts at the door. The air feels lighter for everyone but me. At last, they call my name. The interview room is all glass, all angles, all performance. 5 execs sit around a table. Lucinda introduces me with no warmth, calls me a non-traditional applicant. Grayson Hole, head of strategy, asks where I went to school. I answer. The VP of Finance, Duval, squints at my resume, asks if I wrote it myself. Then are you sure you're fluent in English? No one gasps. No one says a word. I answer yes. He almost looks disappointed. Lucinda cuts in, says my explanation of metrics sounds more like someone describing security routes in a parking lot. She smiles like she's told a joke. No one laughs. I keep going: vendor reconciliation, multi-region strategies, hard numbers. But the more I talk, the less they listen. They're checking phones, tapping pens, stifling yawns. Partway through, an associate whispers to Lucinda. She stands up, thanks me for my time. That's a dismissal by 1,000 cuts. Lucinda walks me to the door, pauses like she wants to say something, then turns her smile on the next candidate, someone who walks like he's already been hired. I step into the lobby. Neither of the new receptionists looks up. Their world goes on, untouched by the storm upstairs. I walk out slow, deliberate, each step a small defiance. Now, here's the twist. The piece no one saw coming except maybe the intern, Seth, who'd started recording everything for onboarding highlights. That footage? All of it. Every smirk, every comment, every microaggression accidentally archived in a shared HR folder, visible to upper management. And you know how these things go. It only takes one ping, one urgent flag, for the dam to burst. While Lucinda sips her coffee, mocking the diversity hire that never was, Seth's video starts making the rounds. The CEO, board, compliance officers, they all see the same 15-minute reel. Duval's questions, Lucinda's barbs, the coldness, the laughter. Then the boardroom gets quiet. Dead quiet. Then comes the real knockout. See, I was never a candidate. I'm Stonehaven Capital's Director of Integration Strategy. My job? Blind culture assessments before mergers. That means I'm the guy who decides if your leadership's worth keeping after the deal closes. They realize that just as the board meeting starts by then, Stonehaven has already pulled the rug. The acquisition deal is on hold, internal governance stripped. Lucinda, Duval, the whole crew out. Severance revoked, benefits gone, names scrubbed from directories. The company gets restructured, not merged. Policies rewritten, portraits replaced by manifestos on real inclusion. But the most poetic part? Lucinda, 6 months later, sits on the other side of a folding table at a nonprofit for professionals of Colorno designer clothes. No title, just humility. She's not a leader, not at first, just a volunteer, learning to listen, not lecture. When she finally speaks at a conference topic, failures that built frameworks, she tells the whole story, not sparing herself. She ends with, silence is not weakness. Observation is not surrender. Power, when quiet, cuts deepest. No one needs her to name names. They already know. As for me, I moved on. Different city, another boardroom, a reputation trailing behind, the man who broke a company with a phone call. But you know, I didn't break anything. I just let the truth breathe. And that's the thing, right? One intern, one file, one day where silence spoke louder than any protest. The plaque in the old building now reads, "We are measured not by whom we welcome, but by whom we ignore." So, what do you think? Does justice always come full circle, or does the world just get better at hiding the cracks? Let me know in the comments. Tell me which part hit you hardest, and share where you're watching from. Your voice? It matters here.